we're here on Daybreak, already a little way into the game, so let's get our player introductions out the way nice and quickly. And our first player spawned down the bottom left-hand corner is our purple Zerg, Zode.
So unfortunate we're no longer calling him by our pronunciation of it, Zode, but of course it is the player's discretion, and we're going to go ahead and cede that point and call him Zode. And Ceonsamea, actually, we're going to go ahead and introduce our Terran player spawning in the top right because we do have some shenanigans going down. It is representing Forge Gaming, your orange Terran player, Ceonsamea. And he went ahead and took a really easy a good 2-0 versus his first Zerg opponent. And Zode took a pretty standard 2-0 versus his Terran opponent, Seraph. So we're going to see two pretty fantastic players and the same map that we saw between Ceonsamea and his Zerg opponent.
Yeah, this is, as you said, the map that Ceonsamea kicked off his victory on. And in very similar fashion as well, throwing down that bunker. The SCV does die, but the bunker does get salvaged for Ceon. And he forced out quite a lot of links there, so that's really going to hurt Zode's droning behind this. And we see that effect in effect already. Yeah, it's okay, and now he gets up because love mechanics. He's now in the lead over Ceon, but he's
we
now
do
got
have
a lot of
these Reapers trying to make their way into the main and do some damage, and of course he can push those up and down in this little escalator all day. He's gonna go ahead and get a couple of kills there for free. Now, does he have? What I think he, let me check. Yeah, he does have speed completed, so a pretty early speed to deal with those initial Reapers. And I think, of course, he made that decision upon seeing the initial bunker and Reapers. So good response out of Zode, surviving, of course. Those Reapers weren't necessarily meant to end the game. But now these Lings are gonna, really good, really well done to go ahead and get that supply depot up. But now, of course, this orbital command is under pressure. It does finish, and he's going to be able to just lift it up. Lift it, Ceon. Okay, thank you. Thanks for lifting it. But we do have Hellions on the way, and I think Ceonsamea will be just fine here in a little bit.
Yeah, once he gets his next lot of Hellions, 4 Hellions, I think he'll push out under this, out down there, and start moving those Lings off his natural and start retaking it. Lings going to try and go over the ramp, but no luck there. 3 Reapers, 4 Hellions, easily enough to drive that off, but can't get surrounded. Zode tries, but Ceon is just too good for that.
And he does actually do the smart thing, which is try and find the angle of the attack. A lot of people, myself included, I had a tough time with Reaper Hellions openings at first. And then I started really using the terrain to the advantage of the Hellions. You have to, use the distance of the flamethrower is really what's going to pay dividends for you as they come down, and they're going to find these Lings. So it's a pretty good find for Ceonsamea. He's going to be able to stop any further harassment, as we do have a cloaked Banshee coming out, of course, for Ceonsamea. This is what won him game 1. And if we go ahead and take a look at our vision, I think the Zerg player has no idea that happened. So he doesn't have any idea that Banshees are on the way, and I don't think he has anything to really deal with this outside of Queens.
No, but he's going for fast Mutalisks. This is 2-base Muta. We see the lair finishing up, and there's enough gas bank for a Spire. Ooh, Lings get through into the middle line, and actually they're going to get inside the main base as well, so that's pretty nice for Zode. He's going to get a scout on everything, get a full read. I think he's going to be feeling pretty happy about this. Ceon also has his armory finished, though, so I think those are some Hellbats morphing up outside in front of Zode's natural. Oh no, it looks like they're still Hellions for now. But
eventually he is able to clean up the Lings inside of his main, and now he's going to go to work on these drones, and so it's tit for tat from these two players. Zode taking a slight supply lead, but those Hellions were able to get a couple decent shots on some drones, and of course still paying dividends here. 6 kills on 1 Hellion, 6 kills on actually 3 Hellions. Now they're going to morph into Hellbats. Queens are going to be able to clean these up rather rapidly because they are on low health, but a couple more shots on these drone lines, and the game is kind of now, it's mellowed out, but both players showed that they're not afraid to go for those mineral lines and throw a wrench in each other's plans.
Yeah, absolutely. And Zode has a lot of Queens out here because he has to defend while he gets up this Spire that he's starting up now. And I don't know, did Ceon see the Spire? No, he didn't, but he is sending in that Banshee now, which should be able to spot the Spire. Oh, he has to go quite deep to see it, and even then he might mistake it for Spore Crawler, but I don't think he's going to see this, actually, until the Mutalisks come out, and that's going to be pretty bad for him, because he's not producing any Marines right now. There's 3 on the map.
Yeah, we'll see if he
starting to
spotted
come
it
out.
from his reaction, like you said, and
Yeah.
and only one Marine in production right now. No turrets on the way. He does have some reactors for those
eBays.
barracks on the way. Yeah, no eBays even. So, oh, does he? He doesn't have eBays, really?
No eBays.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
he is in a little bit of a tight spot once those meters pop, and the Spire is finished, and we're instantly going to see 4-5 meters on the way as soon as he can. These 3 Banshees, of course, can deal a lot of damage, but with layer up, of course, he can get Overseer, and so he can go ahead and the cloak is not going to work to his advantage, even if he has the spores in the right position. So those 3 need to go back and see that 3rd hatch, and they need to pressure that 3rd hatch. But right now, a lot of mutas coming out, and they're going to be able to inflict a lot of damage because Ceonsamea, I still don't think, has a good read on the situation.
No, he's gonna, in a minute though, he's gonna see these Mutalisks. But I think they're gonna clean up, they're gonna clean up all the Banshees first. Do they get the kill in this hatch? I don't think they're gonna
Holy
get
cow.
it.
Oh my god, it's so close!
Oh, no,
Oh, wow.
not quite.
That was really
Uh,
close.
Yeah, now they start moving across the map. I think Seon's gonna be in panic mode a little bit. There are a couple Widow Mines spread around. Oh no, he actually does have 2 missile turrets in each middle line, so he's okay with this. I wonder if he can actually... Yeah, he's gonna hit Widow Mine.
Ooh,
That's pretty nice.
He's
And the
gonna
other
hit
one?
the next one too.
He's gonna hit... Oh,
Oh, well
That
so
is
one
not
kill
what
from each
Zode
of
wants to
those.
happen. Yeah,
and of course,
that's
we
fantastic.
we didn't see that. He does have 2 mineral line turrets in each mineral line. So a good response from Ceonsamea to the mutas, and it kind of denied the initial advantage that they would have had. Of course, mutas are they really? They're not really used unless you use them like Zode was able to against Seraph. You use them to harass with. You use them, mainly to pull the Terran left and right and make him think about investing in turrets and Widow Mines as opposed to keeping them with his army, in behind the refineries and in little spots that can catch mutas like we just saw. And that's what mutas are really for. And we'll see if he's going to continue. He's going to keep getting hit by that Widow Mine. I don't know if he sees it now, he's going to be able to take it out, but he does have enough Marines here to deal with it. So we'll see where this game goes from here. It's kind of mellowed out a little bit.
Yeah, those Widow Mines so cost effective for Ceon. And the Mutalisks are trying to find their damage, but they really, really haven't paid for themselves at all. That Widow Mine's going to get another hit off again.
Another one. Oh, it hit the Overseer.
Goes in the Overseer, so not really what Ceon wanted. But it's fine. It was, already after, if the Widow Mine just kills 1 Mutalisk, it's paid for itself, and more. So that's pretty nice for Ceon. And so when you go for that sort of really fast Mutalisk, you're cutting quite a lot back to do that. So you really want to force a big reaction out the Terran, and I don't think that's what he got from Ceon. Ceon didn't have to do that much to defend it, just a couple of missile turrets, and he placed his Widow Mines in different locations. And now,
he's getting his turrets up, and he's still dissuading that Muta Ball. But if Zode, he stopped producing mutas now. What you had? What do you see? The 14 Banelings.
14
right
Banelings,
now? Yeah, 14 Banelings coming in. We do have, of course, flying attacks 1 and of course 1/1 on the way for both of our players. Actually, level 2/2 is on the way for Ceonsamea. So if he's able to exploit a little bit of this upgrade gap. Right when that 2/2 finishes, it's going to be in time with Zode's 1/1, but, I'd like to see Ceonsamea. He actually has a bit of an advantage right now. He can push out on the map and do some damage. He does have the units, and mutas can't really engage with the Marine mass right now and Widow Mines, so I don't know if Ceonsamea is really trying to establish his 3rd and get into macro mode, but, of course, we can see everything and he can't, but if he's able to get good splits against this army, he could actually take an engagement, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sen moving out with the drop as well, but Zode has spotted that with a nicely placed Overseer.
God, his Overseer spread is so good.
It's pretty good.
It's been fantastic this whole time, hasn't it?
Yeah, the whole game's been really nice Overspeed. Lifts up and gets shut down by those Mutalisks. And yeah, now Ceon's establishing his 3rd base, looking relatively comfortable, and the upgrades being so late for the Zode player, that's the cost of going for this 2-base Mutastyle. You spend so much gas early on in your fast lair and in your Spire that your upgrades are so late. But Zode has a lot of Banelings here. There's another 12 more from the way. He's got 26 here already.
He is off creep.
How good are they? Oh, the Widow Mines. Ooh, not the best Widow Mine hits. Oh, that one was pretty good though. But I don't think Ceon has enough here. There's another wave of Banelings coming in, and yeah, Ceon's going to take quite a bit of damage. Next lot of reinforcing units. The Widow Mines burrow, but don't quite get great hits. They're going to get 2 Mutalisks, but he needs to take care of these Banelings somehow.
Oh, he's not
no.
going to be able to. And the SCVs are pulled from that third. They're going right into the Banelings, and they all die. Oh, sound the funeral bells. That's just terrible.
That is so sad. I can imagine as a Terran, you must.
They were just civilian contractors. They're not supposed. No. Oh, that's essentially double the supply from Zode. We do have 3-3 on the way for Ceonsamea, but does he have a third CC?
No, not at all. He does have a marine drop running in towards this hatchery, and I don't think it's going to get it, but they're going to do a lot of damage to it. Should get it down to about half health before being cleaned up. Transfuses, though. Is he going to get away? I don't think he's going to get away from these mutas.
Once the boost runs out of the medevac, of course, medevacs are slower than mutas, and they can do it. He's trying to make something work. He does have a decent amount of widow mines here, but I don't know if he has enough in terms of the meat behind it. The marine nut count is so low. He's going to pull back, and these widow mines are going to get some shots off in the end, doing a lot of work, but just not enough. He had about 6 or 7 widow mines. They were able to get some really good shots, but these mutas are able to contest freely against widow mines or rather marines and medevacs. And when you're at that point, when you have that massive mutas, which of course the 2-base muta has given him, we do have a bit of a counterattack going down at the 4th of Zode. And so, Ceonsamea is making some stuff work, of course, demonstrating that he's not going to just take it lying down. But he's going to have to make a lot of plays like that and then some, because we do have a Ling counterattack running in to deny the 3rd once again. And at that point, Ceonsamea is really just mining off of one base. His mineral patch in the main is looking rather paltry compared.
Yeah, he is, and Zode is moving in to shut that one base that Ceon has down, and no raised depot there. They get straight into it, and they're going to be focusing down that command center. Bailings roll in as well, going to blast away on those SCVs. And yeah, Zode is just choosing when to make the fights. More Bailing hits on the Marines, Ceonsamea. And that is it, GG. That's probably it. Probably can't keep it in the pants.
All right, welcome back. This is, of course, ASL Action Challenger League Group G. This is the winner's match. This is the second game of the winner's match on Cloud Kingdom. Of course, TVZ. Get right into these player introductions. Spotting in the top right-hand corner, representing Forge Force Gaming from the sunny UK. It is your Terran player, Ceonsamea.
Sunny. And his opponent spawning down the bottom of the left-hand corner, getting bunkerous a little bit. It is currently teamless Purple Zerg, Zode. Or Zode.
Yeah, and he took game 1 pretty handily versus Ceonsamea. And I think it was pretty much the same from him. He was able to exploit timings and really use hidden lings around the map. Whenever we see the Terran player move out with his Hellions, Zode typically has lings in waiting, just ready to strike. And we see that because he makes lings. He makes a lot of lings right when he can. Like, he's already got 8 lings on the map running down this Reaper, or 6 or so. And he's just he uses them. That's such a good thing, because typically when you make a lot of lings, you're sacrificing drones, of course. And so he's getting an early Roach Warren, but he uses. This is not the last you're going to see of these lings, I guarantee you.
Yeah, I think these lings are going to be turned into banelings and used to bust through any wall Ceonsamea has, because that is a very early Wotaron.
Yeah,
I don't think he's got enough gas to get lings and banes. Oh, sorry, roaches and banes.
Roaches and bane. It would be a nice thing if lings cost gas, but unfortunately, David Kim didn't take my proposal to heart. I wrote him a letter. But no, lings, just minerals. And we do see a pretty similar opening from Ceonsamea that he had on his first 3 TVZs, and he's going to go right into his starport. So, of course, we're probably going to see Banshees again, not changing anything up, And we'll see if that plays out for him. I don't know if it's might be a bit of a mistake, but we do have the first couple of roaches popping out, ready to go over and say hello as they start making their way across the purple wasteland that is Cloud Kingdom.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, Ceon, I think, because he's playing very, very tech greedy, going straight for that starport. The barracks has produced 3 Reapers, and then it's just been producing add-ons and flying around to get in the right location. So he's only got those 3 Reapers, and he's going to have maybe 3 Hellions by the time these roaches hit. And there's going to be 7 roaches and 13 lings. Lings won't have speed, but I mean, 7 roaches should be able to deal with the Hellions absolutely fine. Ceon's almost certainly going to have to abandon this low ground.
Yeah, and this is not looking very good for him. The Reaper's actually going down. He doesn't see it coming. They auto-attack and then jump down the cliff. All 3 Reapers die instantly. That's going to be a big loss because any army he could have at this point in time would be any sort of benefit. Cloak is on the way. The Banshee is really far from finishing. He's going to go and target right at that tech lab. No Cloak for you, Terran. Oh, this is really bad. He's got to pull SCVs. The Banshees, or the Hellions rather, are going to do as much damage as they can. But Zode probably knew that he was going to go into Cloak Banshee, predicted it, saw it, smelled it, and capitalized.
Yeah, Ceon has been playing quite predictably in this group so far. Always the same rush into Cloak Banshee. And the Banshee is going to pop out and start cleaning up these roaches, but already a huge number of SCV losses taken by Ceonsamea. Down to 11 SCVs, 10 SCVs, and still falling.
Yeah, there's no SCVs left. Like, what's he gonna do if he cleans this up? Okay, back home, Zode's perfectly fine. Saturated 2 bases fully.
Yeah. Back home, Zode's got 33 SCV, or 33 drones even, and Ceon's still sitting on 10 SCVs, and of those, none of them are mining, because the roaches are just sitting behind that middle line. The Banshee's finally going to be able to clean these roaches up, but things are looking bad for Ceonsamea. He's going to have to make these Hellions do a lot of work.
Yeah, and there are spine crawlers and spores up on the way. More roaches, more dronage. I think he's just now finishing up his lair. So more of the same from Zode. Some really standard timings exploited. You know, these 4 Hellions are going to make their way in there, but of course a roach and a queen are ready to say hello, and they're not really going to get what they need done. The splits and the bringing the drones left and right and using that spine crawler to full effect. All the Hellions dead except for 1, and Zode probably feeling pretty comfortable right now. And you know what? Ceonsamea rebuilt that tech lab, and he's restarted Cloak. I don't know if that's a great idea, but he's sticking. You know, he knows what works for him, and I can't fault him for staying with his strategy that he knows so well, that of course he's been practicing on ladder all these games. But we have a Spire started for Zode. When mutas pop, they're going to absolutely hard counter these Banshees. It just looks rough.
Yeah, it looks really, really rough. There's Overseer done already. So these Banshees are going to have a very hard time doing anything. And that Banshee just gets picked off without killing the Queen. Nice transfuse there by Zode. And he's looking in a very fine position to
cancel Cloak. Cancel Cloak, Ceonsamea. Please, just cancel it. He's going to let it finish. Oh, God. You
never know. Never know when it'll come in handy.
Yeah, no, you are right. It might later on, but okay, I might be a little too critical here, and it is, of course, not my game to play. But at that point in time, he sees the Overseers, he sees the amount of Queens, the amount of Spore Crawlers. You know, why not just go ahead and use that gas for something else? You need Marauders because there's something going down at the natural. Saber, get over to the natural. Let's see what's going down. Okay, there's just Lings poking through, so not too big of a deal. But you know, honestly, Zode is just kind of wherever he wants to be right now.
The bunker's going to fall.
Are there enough SCVs repairing?
Ceon reef targets his SCVs.
Really close, yeah.
Ceon.
Here we hold, you know, what's the 300?
Man of the free lands.
The Night's Watch, and so my watch begins. So Jon Snow is going to live to fight another day in that little bunker. And the game is kind of mellowed out. Ceonsamea is finally getting his production up and running. He does have 1 Banshee, and that Hellion denying the 3rd. So actually doing a pretty good job. 80 snipes the drone.
Ready to roast.
Yeah, but we do have these mutas on the field.
Yeah, they're going to get that Banshee. If only Ceonsamea had Cloak. Of course, he does have Cloak, but he doesn't have the energy to use it. Bit of a shame. And yeah, Zode can just sort of sit at this 3rd location and deny Ceonsamea ever getting it up while moving his mutes around to harass and sort of sit pretty comfortably. There's actually, yeah, there's still no third for Zode, so that's a bit unfortunate. The minute Ceonsamea has more potential, but still 33 SCVs, and he's losing even more. Oh, these Mutalisks are going to do so much.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to combat this. There aren't marine numbers. There aren't anything. GG is called.